May 25th was a Sunday, and I get our daughter every Sunday and Monday. Her mama get her every Tuesday and Wednesday, and then we change, weekend on, weekend off, 2255. She was dropping her off, and I asked her about her surgery. How did it go? She was being short with me. I saw some shoes in the floor panel that was under the seat of our daughter, and they were some Air Force Ones. I was like, that's a cool design on them shoes. Number one, I don't even like Air Force Ones, but I'm an artist. I love shoe designs, colorways, all that. I'm like, that's a nice shoe design. She was like, those are not mine. I'm like, oh, these for sure ain't yours because they kind of big. Oh, so these your dude shoes. She hopped out the car and was like, no, that's my friend. He's just a friend. I'm like, why is the shoes in your car? Like, you have him around our daughter? Like, who is this person? And so I just homed in on him, was like, you know what? You are such a liar and a manipulator. Like, it's not even, it's funny now. And it's cool. And the reason why I said that is because 9 to 10 months before this situation, she would manipulate me like, we can work on things and get the
Can you
family
keep
back
the
together.
camera still for us?
Yeah. She was like, we can work on things and, get the family back together, but I just need space. I need time and I need space. And I would give her that. And so when I saw those shoes that day, I was just like, nah, you cool, keep doing you. I'm good. So I'm walking off with our daughter and she's calling my name, trying to get me to come back and talk. I just ignored her, walk in the house. So she gets in her car, goes to work, and then messaged me in Talking Parents and said, since you have me blocked, I'm gonna message you on here, which she was blocked for almost a year up until that point. I blocked her on my number. I only communicated through Talking Parents.
That's a
No
smart
emails,
man.
nothing, no text.
Smart
I
man.
blocked her. So she said, since you decided to block me, I'm gonna just message you on here. Since you also decided to take my friend's shoes and tell me that he needs to come get them when I asked for him back, I gave him your address that he come get his shoes. I messaged her and say, what are you talking about? She messaged back, stop playing games and get my friends back his shoes.
Because you just confused me. Did you take the shoes?
No, I did not.
I didn't hear you mention that. Okay.
No, I did not. My neighbor across the street
But
has a camera.
Let's pause. I gotta play devil's advocate right quick. Why did you even care? Why did you even ask about whose shoes they were?
Because when I saw them, I was just like, oh, them some cool designs. I'm thinking it's hers. And then when I really looked at them, I'm like, oh, these your dude shoes. You say they not yours. And the reason why it concerned me, because like I say, for the past 9, 10 months, up until that point, she would always feed me like false things about the future. Like, we're going to get back together. We're going to get our family back.
Was
She
y'all
just needs
active?
space. Huh?
Was y'all dipping and dabbing?
No. When she asked me for space months before that, I gave her space.
So it's safe to say you didn't care about the shoes. Like, it didn't bother you.
Oh, no.
So fast forward to the Talking Parents. She's trying to put in Talking Parents as if you took these shoes.
And I was going to say this because before, she has done that in Talking Parents where she messaged me something, accusing me of something, and she thinking it's going to make it true because it's in the app. Like, for instance,
God.
the guy that she was talking to, one of the guys she was talking to before that, I found out about the dude. Like, I'm a known person here. I know a lot of people. A lot of people know me. Whatever information I go for, I can get. So I found out about this dude, and I asked her about it. I was like, who is this person? And she was like, how do you know that name? Don't worry about it. Have you been having this person around our daughter? Because you're not supposed to do that. Especially if you're not marrying him, if y'all not engaged. I can't have a woman around our daughter after divorce for 5 years.
That's in the decree?
Yes. Unless I'm getting married or anything like that, even then I have to inform her like, hey, I'm with somebody. I need y'all to meet so we all on the same page So whatever court decrees that we have, they have to follow.
Mm-hmm.
And I assure you, they're safe. They ain't hitting on the kids. None of that, you know?
Okay.
She never did that. So, but when she accused me of the shoes, I'm like, my message was, I'm not finna engage what you're doing because I knew what she was doing. And I said, you gave somebody my address? She ignored me. 10 minutes later, this man come beating on my door. I say, who is it? He ain't answer. He beat harder. I say, who the F at my door knocking like that? He said, it's her nickname. He said her nickname. It's blank and blank company. I need them shoes. I say, man, I don't know what you talking about. And I don't know what she talking about. I didn't take anything from her. You need to leave my property. He beat even harder. So I grabbed my piece. And he said, I ain't asking no more. I say, okay. I watched him through my blinds and he was just pacing in the street in front of my house. He left my yard just pacing in the street. And so I'm like, you know, a couple seconds go by, I put my piece up and I'm like, oh, he ain't on nothing. I sit down next to baby girl. Seconds later, pop, 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 pop. After the third or fourth shot, I ain't gonna lie, I laughed out loud, like historical, like you was a joke. Let's just say I did. Let's say I did take the shoes. You're doing this over some shoes, homie.
So,
Dude.
what she could have told this man to make him come?
I
First
don't
of
know.
all, why even send somebody to your house knowing that the baby is there?
She had just dropped her off.
Let's start there. So she didn't
She
care
just
about
dropped
your
her
safety?
off. She had just dropped her off and told me in the parenting app, I can send y'all the proof. I can send anything I tell y'all, I got
send
receipts
us
for.
that. Send us those
Did she
screenshots.
not think that this guy was going to do that or something?
I don't know. That ain't my responsibility to know.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You send somebody to somebody's house, you gotta expect the worst that can happen
at any point in time.
Because, like you said, you had your stuff for protection. It could have really ended bad.
Trust me, to this day, every single day, multiple times a day, I always think about why you ain't fire on that man when you could have had a clear shot through your window and ended his life. But I'm smart. I was smart because this is what happened. Like I said, after the third or fourth shot, at this point, he's shooting my tires out. After the third or fourth shot, I started laughing out loud where I know he can hear me. Couple more shots go by. I hear one hit the house. Think. I grabbed baby girl real quick and ran in my room. Shot still going off. Baby girl screaming. I'm talking calm to her. Baby, it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to protect you.
Unbelievable, bro.
So I put her in the bathroom with no windows. I grabbed both of my pieces. And I go outside. And I was about to just start dumping. But luckily, it was the neighbor. Because the neighbor, when I looked out the window, he had on a hoodie that was the same color as the dude was wearing. So I'm thinking it's him. So I'm about to fight. He was like, hey, man, it's your neighbor across the street. He was like, did somebody just shoot at you? And I was like, I don't know. Like, everything happened so fast. So he's on the phone with the police already. I come outside, my tire shot up. I see the holes in my house. My landlord stayed 2 houses down from me. And that's like they're like one of my best friends here. And they was like, what happened? I was like, you see. They was like, where baby girl? She in the house, she in the bathroom. So I went and got her, took her to my landlord's house. The officers showed up. We assessed everything. They find 3 shells at first. They find 3 cases in 1 shell. Then they end up finding 4 more. The neighbors even told them, like, man, we heard like 12 shots. The neighbor across the street camera caught everything from the time that she pulled up to drop our daughter off all the way up until the time where the shooting happened. And this is the kicker. Right after he did it, he called somebody and bragged about it, not knowing that we knew each other. So I'm messaging her like, did you just send like 15 minutes after the shooting happened? I messaged her, was like, I tried to call her 3 times. She didn't answer. I said, did you just send somebody to my house and to shoot my house up? Do you know what you just did? Like, our daughter was with me. Not only that, the first shot that hit the house was this close from going through the window where we were sitting across. I said, you need to give me his name, his whereabouts right now, or you're an accessory. She ignored me.
She was already an accessory because she gave him the address.
Yes.
But did this. When she finally messaged me around like 5 something that evening, it's at 11 in the morning. At like 5, almost 6 o'clock that evening, she was like, I've been working back to back, having clients all day. I'm just now seeing this, which is a lie. She was like, I don't have nothing to do with what happened with you. You got our daughter in danger. You literally messaged me and said that you gave, I don't know this man from nothing. He don't know me. How did he find my house? Now she's gaslighting me, telling me that she said she didn't have a chance to tell nobody anything, to give nobody my address. Why he knock on my door and say he was your company?
Mentioning the shoes that you put in Talking Parents that you're saying that I took when I know I didn't take any shoes, and you got him under the impression that I took these shoes and sent them to where I live to come get the shoes.
Where are
With your child there.
So people are willing to unalive others over Air Force One gym shoes. That's a first.
That's just
Like
the
I
type
know,
of, and
I know
then
they
look,
used to
that's
steal
just the
and
type of
rob and
people
do that.
that's
But
just the type of
is
people that have
serious?
that mindset. This is a young dude, he ain't even 30, and she just turned 34, 35, something like that. I'm about to be 40 this year. You know, no
It's
job, no car,
unbelievable.
no house.
It's unbelievable.
And our daughter told me that the man was beating on them when he be staying over there. I got it on voice recording, and I made sure I asked the other kids too at summer camp before, she was served a protective order, and they were like, "Yep, that's his name. Yep, he beats on us." And I'm like, "All right, DHS did nothing."
Okay,
She lied. She lied to DHS saying that whatever name I gave them as a shooter, she don't know who that is. She belonged to an Oliver. When DHS left her house, she went and picked the shooter up, and they called somebody they thought gave me the info on him, fussing at him, cussing him out. Why you giving him info? All this. Ridiculous.
And so
Ridiculous.
you get emergency custody of your daughter because of this.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
where are you today? Like, what's the just why you wanted to reach out to the platform?
Because I wanted to share my story to give people knowledge on like what to do, what not to do, how to control what's in your control, and make sure you protect yourself at all times, because that situation could have went a whole different way. It still can go a whole different way because
That part.
like the
Gotta be smart.
case is not over. The person hasn't been found.
That part.
He got other people after me.
Come on, man.
Like,
Why?
For what, man?
man, let me tell you something. I was talking to my friend that gave me the info, and he was just like, we need to find out what it was that she said to him.
Yeah, it would have to be more than some shoes.
Because I already know she's saying that it's not her boyfriend, it's just a friend. But you got this man living at your house, he beating on our kids, and then he come and shoot my residence up while we had our daughter. This type of people you mess with, And she's not even from that lifestyle. You know what I mean? She's from the suburbs in Missouri. Never had a fight in my
Well, I
life.
don't know. You can't say that because you said earlier that they wanted you to do something to her other baby daddy.
Exactly. So it's definitely there. The ways are there, and it's no real levels to evil.
Man, bro,
Evil was evil.
This is scary, man. This is
Like
like one of the
throughout this whole divorce, I've lost bonds with family, friends that were like family to me before they even met her. Like everybody she knows here, she met through me. She only knew like 2 or 3 people here when she first moved here, and they know me. Like they were close to me. You know what I mean? Like if that was me, if the shoe was on the other foot, nobody wouldn't be messing with me. Nobody wouldn't be talking. They'd be like, dude, no, you filed. And there's receipts to show that you filed. We can't mess with you, dude. You put your own kid in danger, but her, everybody cool, laughing. They still support her business. go get their waxing and makeup, all that stuff done. I'm
So let
cool
me
on it.
ask you this before we land this plane, man. Because me and my wife, we don't want to see nothing happen to you. We don't want to have to hear about no stories or nothing with you and your daughter. Like, what are y'all doing to protect yourself? Because this is a scary situation.
I do martial arts. I train. Um, I go to the range whenever I can, but I got friends that have land, so whenever we kick it, that's the first thing I go to. I got some extra rounds in here. Let me practice. I stay out the way. I cancel so many shows just so I can be out the way. I keep, I just go to work. I get my daughter from daycare or school. I come home. That's it. I
Because
don't party. I don't hang around. I don't go to
You
bars.
got
I don't go to
protective
clubs.
order, right? And it's only between you two. So do you even trust? Like I know you mentioned letting your daughter see the other kids. Like in this type of situation, you think that that's
smart.
right? Exactly. Like, wouldn't you want this to settle first before you go around somebody that sent somebody to try to harm you, and you had your daughter with you at the time, which is her child as well?
Yeah, because it's just like if she pulled it, trigger.
Yeah. See, the thing that get me is my daughter is still human. I'm still human. And I make sure, like our daughter is very, very emotionally intelligent. Um, way more than a lot of 6 and 7 year olds that you would expect. The way she talks, the way she carry conversations, she has needs and wants too, and she misses her siblings, and that matters to me too. You know,
But it's not worth risking
Your
your
life.
life over. Like,
yep. However, me knowing her mom, she not that dumb
But
to
she
bring a
is
but she
though.
situation around the
is.
kids when she's already in one.
What does that mean? Like, it's just another thing. It don't even have to be her. It could be him.
I think
He's
it's
already in the middle of it because it has
I
happened,
feel
and
you.
that's what we're saying. Like,
you got to realize these gloves is off, and they've been off for a long time. You trying to play nice guy and dead, and bro, she don't
you
care
can't,
about nothing that
you can't
goes on,
compromise with chaos.
and
It's
she
crazy.
went to extreme to the point where you and your daughter could have been hurt.
Mm-mm.
Like it's no more compromising with her at this point.
She know this dude. Like, she's with this guy. He's living with her. She's giving him the authority to you know discipline the children. Of course, people don't like to face reality, but it's not your. And I know you want to do what's best for your baby, so we commend you highly on that. But when it comes to safety, safety always is first. You have a
Yes, ma'am.
conversation with her. No matter how emotionally intelligent she is at her age, she was very scared for her life the night that shooting
Yeah,
happened.
she'll never
And
forget
I'm,
that.
I'm glad you
And
I'm
I
glad you
know it's some
mentioned that.
trauma behind that.
Yes, ma'am. I'm glad you mentioned that because yesterday was a very first day for visitation. Her mom has supervised visitation at her expense. She only get 2 hours per visit, 2 visits a week. That was her first one yesterday, and when it was
And
time for
she
me to
can't
pick,
bring the other kids during that
oh
visitation.
no, not now, but later on she will be. If
Okay.
if if she purchases another visit, because
Mm.
she was just telling me today while I was at work, she can't even help with her half of childcare and all this because of her new job, and it caused her to fall behind. I'm just like, I understand that, and I thank you for sharing your perspective. However, childcare and visitation is two different court orders. That's two different cases. You're still responsible for paying your half of childcare payments that we have to share 50% of. When the divorce happened, I had nowhere to stay. I was living in my car. I was working at a mortuary. I lived in my car for a week and a half, and then 2 weeks after that, I was sleeping around dead bodies with nothing to my name other than my car. I lived with this person, that person, things, things fell through, bad blood, got my own place. Still been trying to catch up financially from the divorce by itself. Not even this situation, which caused me to move, get my car back running, storage, moving fees, gas, all of that, right? And every single responsibility that I have, I make sure it gets taken care of. Child care, summer camp, clothes, food, whatever. Doctor's appointments, dentist appointments. And I'm never late. Therapy. Our daughter's in therapy. I've been in therapy for the past 3-4 years now.
It's
Well,
good she's
actually,
in there. If
since
that's what we were
2020.
gonna suggest.
So
I've been in therapy
so
since
we forgot
2020.
to ask you a question before we land this plane. Who's the deadbeat?
The ones that do not put their children's well-being before everything else. It could be man or woman. It don't matter.
In your case.
In my case, I would say the mama. And that's just speaking from my experience, and it's evident. Like, the proof is out there.